Holy crap. So I've been streaming for an hour and I didn't actually hit the go live button on YouTube. Oh, that is dumb. That is really dumb. All right, you know what? I'll upload the other part of, like, I'll download the stream from my Twitch and then just upload it to YouTube, I think. Holy crap. Okay, I totally forgot to hit the go live button on my YouTube. I am, yeah, I'm very disappointed in myself. I've been streaming for like an hour without streaming to YouTube, which is like the main platform that I stream on. So I'll probably just do a bit of a director's cut, I guess, of like my stream so far. Call it the J cut. That sounds wrong. Woo. This is why I don't ever, like, this is the first time I've scheduled my, crap, wrong button. This is the first time I've scheduled a live stream on YouTube thinking, oh, it'll just work out just fine. I'm pretty sure there's nothing that could go possibly wrong. And then the first thing that goes wrong is, oh, streamed for an hour on 2 other platforms and not my main platform. And I'm like, ah, crap. Now the question becomes, cool, okay. Maybe I need to be like a little bit more of a distance away, because it feels like the spin lasts longer than it should. Oh, whoops, I was hitting the L2 by accident. Alright. Cool. I think we should be fine here. Yeah. And then the single most useless ability in the world, tiptoeing. Jesus Christ, why on earth are we tiptoeing? I won't ever get over the idea that Crash is tiptoeing his way over nitro crates, when the idea of nitro crates is when you touch them, they explode, regardless of how it's being touched. So I think tiptoeing basically is like going against the very idea of tiptoeing. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna... Nope. Damn it. I was like, okay, the moment I spin and I'm about to hit that box, just walk backwards or something. Did not work. There's about 150 crates, right? And I've got about 47 of them. There's about another 40 or so on this thing. In this bonus round. So, I mean 50 technically. So, that only leaves us with 50 possible crates to get for the remainder of the level. Okay, cool. Nailed. Never mind. I did not nail that. In fact, I quite literally blew up. Alright, let's try this again. Main thing is getting that life. The rest of them can be blown up by the TNT crate, and I wouldn't be the least bit worried. Necessarily. Alright. Let's just nitro. Not even crouch, like just tiptoe over. Jump on the TNT crate and make our way over these crates here. Oh, what the heck? Even jumping didn't work? See, even if I try to do the... Oh, how would that even work? I'm trying to figure out how this bonus stage is working for me. And it's not doing much at the moment, I'm going to be honest. Let's try this again. Cool. Right then. So, tiptoeing across again. I just wonder, like, what is it that I'm doing wrong? What am I not thinking of here to try and get over this bonus level? Damn it, that did not work at all either. I just blew up everything. $47 plus 49 would be 96. So I'd be like 96 out of 150 crates. Yeah, quite literally though. I'm just trying to think of like, what am I missing here? Because I don't know what it could be. The jump just feels a little too weak for me to be able to... Ah. Well, in any case, let's keep moving forward, I guess. Cool, got some more Wumpa fruit, jumping off of the TNT crates, jumping off of these crates here. Now, the nitros. Gonna have to tiptoe across them. And then tiptoe across the TNT. Cool, get these ones right here. I didn't destroy the TNT crates yet because I'm feeling kind of suspicious that like I might be missing something. Okay. Damn it, that did not work at all. I need to destroy that bottom block, but I don't know that bottom crate, but I'm not just sure how to. If I jump and then attack the crate at the bottom, that's no different than me just attacking the crate as is. I feel like I have to do a slide. I can't see anything else working besides a slide. But the thing is that I think Crash's slide is just too slow in this game to work that way. But I'm going to try it anyways. Alright, there we go. Nitro tiptoe. TNT crates, just hop on these. And then of course the 6 super bounty crates. Ah. Wait, what? Hold on. Jump and then jump, top of the height. There we go. Got it. Then hop through here and then okay, that worked. I guess I should have just done that from the beginning. I was like thinking about it, but then I was like, is it gonna work though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, then I wouldn't have struggled with this as much if it was as obvious, but yeah. It is what it is. Alrighty then. Let's grab a few more Wumpa Fruit, get another life, and jump on this car. Wait, hold on, I can move faster? Or am I supposed to move? What the heck? Okay, cool. So if I press hold X, I move faster. Cool. But the question is, am I going the right way? Well, the only way I'll know is if I'm following the Wumpa Fruit, it seems like. Right, Nitro. Okay, so I think I understand how this thing works. What? That was a close one. Checkpoint. Ah, I missed a crate. I'm gonna get run over instead. Or fall off. Yeah, either one works. Cool. There we go. How many more crates are there to go? Because I'm hoping that I'm near the end. Nope, that did not work. Oh, nitro crates. What the heck? Why the heck are there nitro crates here? Well, anyway. We've only got like another 30 crates to go. Basically. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Jump and... Okay, so that I guess signifies the end of this. Okay, I'm not a fan of how that little section went, but sure, I'll take what I can get. It's basically like a chase section, if you will. But I mean, at least at the end I got the gem out of it, so I'm happy with that. Loading. Loading. Cool. I think I might save first, to be honest. I don't want to lose too many lives, and I've got a decent chunk of them at the moment. Oh, not delete. We're just gonna save. Just save. Yep. Game saved. Sweet. There's one death path level in this warp room. Seashell shenanigans. Alright, level 7, let's go. Okay, so we're bringing back Crash 3's underwater levels, which were my personal like least favorite levels in the entire game. Okay, let's do this. So 99 crates, it's a lot less than before. Can I attack these things? Yes, I can. What the heck are those things? I don't know. Let's just keep moving forward, I guess. Oh, okay, so I need to blow those things up. So the green algae, sometimes you need to blow up using like a ship or something. Because there are crates hiding behind that green algae and stuff. Unless I'm able to attack the algae myself, but I doubt it. These guys are just appearing out of nowhere. What the heck? Hold on, let's try that again. Maybe just wait for them to appear and then attack them. Wait, what the heck was that? Is that the mine that came down and just completely like crashed down on me? Alright, attack. Keep moving, keep moving. I can tell that there's a crate behind there, so I'm just going to leave it for now. Until I can find a way to actually get back to it. What the heck? Alright. Let's try this again. I'm sure there's a way of like getting through it and I'm just completely missing it here. Maybe I have to bait it. Oh, did not want to turn that into metal. But yeah, that's done. Got a couple of nitro crates here. Crashes down and explodes. Cool. Oh, what the... There's another one? Okay. Sure, whatever. How do I destroy that algae from before, though? That's what I'm more curious about. For me, I move a lot quicker in water when I keep hitting attack. But I still don't get how to destroy the damn algae. I haven't tried just attacking it yet. So maybe that's what I need to do. Basically these tunnels that I've just... Like that tunnel that I just went through are supposed to stop like this vehicle that you can use to destroy algae or whatever you want to call it. Oh no, I can just go through it. Never mind, I don't need to just... Okay. That works. Anyway, moving on. Alright, what do we got next? More crates down here? No, not really. Okay. Okay. Ah, okay. Alright, I'll just take my time as I'm going down. Dropping the bombs, so to speak. I do know that there are submarines in this, underwater levels in this game. And there's only 2 of these underwater levels, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to be playing around with submarines soon. But I've also heard that they're not particularly good, so we'll just kind of have to wait and see what it's like to use that submarine. Oh, what the heck? Another bomb just dropped on my head. Well, I've still got another Aku Aku hit. Oh, there we go. Oh, another one? Wait, what? There's 2 of them? This level is a lot about memorization. Even though you don't see the bombs dropping, there are still bombs, mines, or spikes, or whatever you want to call them here. Just all over the place. Okay. Not gonna touch the nitro. We're just gonna keep moving. Hey, Strawn. Oh. Nah, it's cool, man. To be completely honest, like for the first hour of me streaming, it wasn't on YouTube. It was just on Twitch and Kick. So I'm gonna upload the whole stream after I finished it from Twitch, because the first hour and a bit was from me playing the first 5 levels, doing the death paths, and basically going for all the collectibles that weren't the relics. But yeah, seashell shenanigans. I'm like trying to make my way through the levels slowly to make sure that I get all the crates, because it's very easy to like miss them if you like rush through. Okay, I'll just like... But also the damn mines in this level as well. They're like everywhere and you don't know where they are, so they could drop on your head and you wouldn't even notice. Yeah, 6 levels so far. I mean, there's like what? No, there's more than 30 levels in this game, I'm pretty sure. I actually don't know how many levels there are, because I haven't made it that far into this game at least. Oh, what the... Okay, so there was one there. Cool. Alright, okay, you need to keep going right. Oh, okay, so this is the submarine. Oh, that's... I don't mind this level. People call it bad game design, but I disagree. The game has a ton of challenge, more than the previous games that weren't spin-offs. I mean, to be honest, the only spin-offs by the time this game came out were stuff like, you know, oh crap, like Crash Bandicoot NX and Crash Bash, as well as Crash Team Racing. And there were some of the GBA games as well. I'm just personally not a fan of the submarine, I want to say. But it's just because I've heard it from other people that the submarines are just not that good. Though I suppose these swimming levels from Crash 3 were my least favorite in terms of design. I think I enjoyed basically every other level design more than this. Ah, crap, I forgot. Maybe I said it wrong. Games that are not canon, which were CTR and Crash Bash, and any game outside the PlayStation console. That's fair. Because, like, yeah, talking about stuff like, you know, the GBA games, Crash NX and stuff like that. It's, yeah. Nah, for sure. Though I always counted CTR as canon when I was young, but I would play 1 to 3 CTR, then Wrath of Cortex, Crash Nitro Kart, and Twin Sanity. And it's funny you mentioned Crash Nitro Kart and Twin Sanity. I do want to stream those games as well. That's why I do want to get through this. I want to play Twin Sanity. I want to play What else was there? I want to stream the Spyro games as well. The PS2 Spyro games, and even play through, or rather replay through, like, you know, Legend of Spyro. I didn't like Legend of Spyro, but I can at least understand that it would be interesting to kind of stream, to talk about, do all of that sort of thing. Does feel like my throat's dying though. Alright. Going through slowly because it's just so damn easy to die. You need to. I consider 7 games canon. Twinsanity being the last one, I include both racing games. Not Crash Tag Team Racing though. That's fair. Crash Tag Team Racing is in a very, very weird spot. Of it trying to be... Oh, I can actually blast those things. I forgot about that. Yeah, no, Crash Tag Team Racing is in a very, very weird spot. It's not a particularly good racing game, and at the same time, it's also not a particularly good Crash game. But even then, its platforming sections are still fairly decent when you really think about it. Also, not a fan of what they're doing with this submarine. Basically, the idea that you're taking damage while in the submarine rather than the submarine being destroyed when you get hit seems a little bit of a strange bit of design, but I'll go along with it for now and see how it shakes out with the rest of the level design. Plus, I think people say that this sort of level is bad level design because they don't like the swimming. Because the only way to move quickly is to attack. Yeah, like having to quickly like go backwards when I saw that thing fall down. Yeah, the submarine isn't great or fun in this game. I don't dislike this level though. Love the song. It's a whopping holy grail compared to Coral Canyon. Wait, hold on. Is Coral Canyon the other... Because I know there's only 2 underwater levels in this game. Is Coral Canyon the other one? Ah, damn it, I died. 2 Crash universes. Ooh, okay, okay. Let's do some theory crafting. Alright, what's your 2 universes? Because if you consider these games to be canon up to Crash to Insanity... Oh, you're talking about the Mutant games, right? First, PS1 games, PS2, and PS2 excluding Crash Bash and Crash Tag Team Racing onwards. I'm pretty sure you're going to say that Crash of the Titans, Mind Over Mutant are going to be in a separate camp. Second Insane Trilogy and 4 It's About Time. Okay. So then what about the other Crash games that were on PlayStation? For example, as much as I don't want to talk about it, Mind Over Mutant and Crash of the Titans. I know you haven't played them, but like, they do still exist whether we like it or not. I don't consider Titans and Mutant canon, but if I did, it would be part of the first universe mentioned following Twinsanity. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, both of those games came out before Twinsanity. I feel like I'm just blowing up crates before I even see them. Yeah, no, that does make perfect sense. What I think you might be saying is the first universe is classic Crash, and the second universe is modern Crash, but not modern in that sense. No, after Titans is a sequel to Twinsanity. Wait, Twinsanity got a sequel? No, Titans is not a... Titans is completely different. Titans has nothing to do with Twinsanity. Titans and Mutants are completely different. I can say that puffing out my chest and say with confidence, it has nothing to do with Twinsanity. Because what made Twinsanity unique for me, it was that it was still a Crash game in the classic Crash sense. Titans and Mutant are nothing like Crash. Second Universe is everything that came out on PS4, excluding Crash Team Rumble. And Crash Team, Crash Titans is set after Twinsanity. I mean, not a direct follow-up. Hold on, I want to fact check that for a second, because I don't think Titans and Twinsanity are in the same timeline. I think Titans is actually like a parallel timeline that happens in like a different Crash world, if that makes sense. Like an alternative Crash universe, basically. Crash of the Titans. Crash universe. I'm pretty sure that's the case. I'm just looking up the Crash Bandicoot fan wiki here to get some info, but I'm pretty sure that like it's not later on in the future. I mean, yeah, Crunch is there, for example. Oh, and maybe CTR Nitro Fuel. Because then we're talking about different versions of Crash. Because we've got the Crash that we see here, the Crash that we see in Titans. Someone posted this. It's not clear whether Crash of the Titans and Mind Over Mutant also follow the original timeline. They may be their own separate, but the gameplay is very different. And I feel like the gameplay is the signifying factor as to whether or not they're of the same timeline. Because, yeah, I think it's because of the gameplay difference, but then we could argue the same thing about the driving games in that same sense, and then that's when my argument would fall apart completely. Ooh. That is going to be an interesting Crash theory, if I'm being completely honest. How viable is that as a theory, though? Sorry, I may be confusing you. First universe is Crash PS1, PS2 games, excluding, Crash Bash and Crash, Titans and Mind of a Mutant. Then I have no idea. Never played them. Well, if you don't want to play them, I will be more than happy to, because I want to stream those games. Though when it comes to wait, how the heck am I going to get through these Nitro? I'll just blast through it. I can take the hit. Second Universe is PS4 stuff. Insane Trilogy. Crash 4, it's about time. Don't think Nitro Fueled can be considered canon because there is too much going on. I do agree that there is too much going on with Nitro Fueled, because technically it's trying to combine two games from Universe 1, being Nitro Kart and Crash Team Racing. Press X to drop a bomb. Huh, that's useful. I didn't know we could do that, huh. Alright, well anyway. I think... Remember I told you before that I thought I played up to like level 13 or something? It turns out I only played the first 5 levels because I don't remember what I'm doing right now. I don't think I've actually played up to this point. So I think this is all basically brand new territory for me. I want to like stay away from the nitro when it explodes. Crash 4, It's About Time clearly is the next game after the Insane Trilogy. You wouldn't play Wrath of Cortex and follow Universe 1 after Insane. But the thing is, I don't really consider, at least from the way it's being presented to me, I think it's because of the change in development studios, I think, that I don't consider Wrath of Cortex to be a follow on from Crash, like the Crash trilogy that we know and love. I wonder if that makes sense. Yeah. Oh. Wait, did I not? Oh, okay, wait. So I can still bomb it. I can still bomb and get these crates. Nope, it's not going down anymore, damn it. What if I try to blow it up here? Nope. It is though, it's clear as day. After warped, the universe has two options. Wrath or Crash 4. Oh, okay, I'll have to die, damn it. I didn't even see those crates there until it was too late, so... Oh, here we go, nitros. Boom. Cool. That got the job done. Alright, so. What I'll do is I'll head forward. Okay, yeah, so I have to... the Wrath of Cortex manual even details this. Uka being pissed at the same 5 bosses from Crash 3, blah blah blah. Yeah, that's fair. Wait a second. So then do I blow up that one? Then I blow up these two. Then I'm gonna make my way backwards. Oh, but there are crates there as well. Oh, wait, hold on. So this is where I then blow up these nitro crates to trigger the chain explosion to create those crates. And then I use these nitro crates to blow up those crates. Got it. It took a second for me to figure that one out. But it was a good mention that I blew up the nitro crates way too early. Yeah, there we go. We got them all. Sweet. Okay, alright then, yeah. I guess I don't really have much more to say then. It's clear as day then that there are two universes post Crash 3. Universe A, Crash 1, 2, 3, Crash Nitro Kart, sorry, Crash Team Racing, Wrath, Nitro Kart, Twinsanity. Arguable if CTR/CTR are canon. Universe B, Insane Trilogy, and Crash 4. Yeah, okay. I guess I don't really have any sort of arguments there. That to me makes sense. Talking about it now, at least, it almost certainly makes sense to me. Ah, crap. Right. Blow up, exclamation mark. Keep going left. Blow up other exclamation mark here. Blow up these two crates here. It can be argued if even there's a Universe C, the GBA games. Okay. There is minimal story when it comes to the Huge Adventure and Crash Bandicoot 2. Arguably, you could also say that they are also part of Universe A in that sense, because we do have Crunch in them. Crunch is a character that exists, but also keeping in mind that, hold on, in Nitro Kart, is Entrance in that game? Because then what also happens when Crash meets Spyro then? During Crash Fusion and Spyro Fusion. Like, that's another conversation altogether. I feel like you could... Ooh. You've really got me thinking here as to like how this whole universe aspect would go. Isn't the GBA game set after Warped as well, or can we pretend A Huge Adventure is a first game? We can pretend The Huge Adventure is a first game, because like I said, there is no story at all. The only story that comes in is during Crash 2 Entranced, which is the second game and a follow-up to A Huge Adventure. CNK does not derail Entranced character at all. Does not detail. We just assume he's in that game, Crash Nitro Kart. Okay. Not even in Nitro Fueled? Because you're more of an expert when it comes to Nitro Fueled. If he isn't, then he's the only unique character that appears in that game. But then hold on. Wait, hold on. Remind me again, is Spyro playable in the original Crash Nitro Kart? Like the PS2 version. Because he is playable in GBA. So then the question then becomes, if he appears in the GBA version as a playable character, is it possible that Crash Fusion and Spyro Fusion happened before Crash Nitro Kart? Because Crash and Spyro are fighting each other as the first boss fight in Crash Fusion or Spyro Fusion. Because now at this point I'm splitting hairs on like how that would go. Crash Nitro Kart also features Zam and Zem and Entrance. We just assume all new characters by Crash Nitro Kart. Interesting. Okay. No, Spyro and the boss characters are not playable in the console versions. So, they are playable in the GBA version. So, in that sense, I think we can... with that, I guess, last statement, I think we can consider the GBA games to be their own separate thing. Their own separate universe in a way. I think that's the safest way to put it. Because there's a lot going on with Crash Fusion, Spyro Fusion, that it makes it difficult to really discern. But yeah, this game is way too inspired by Crash 3. I feel like they could have done a lot. I would still take the PS2 over GBA, though limitations made it unplayable. Don't know why Square iJack liked it more than PS2 version. Honestly, like, if I play the PS2 version, I'll be interested to see how I feel about it. Because it's basically the same game, no matter what course you're playing. I'm just not a fan of, like, the swimming gameplay for swimming level, so seashell shenanigans isn't the worst thing in the world. What? I just fell off. Alright, anyway. Okay, so she's not spinning, she's just kicking, okay. And she can only jump, she can't double jump or anything. Didn't know you bought Wrath and the Need for Speed, though. Yeah, no, because I was, like, thinking about how I do want to play more different types of games. And not have it be, you know, tied to trophies and things like that. Okay. Most favorite, least favorite. So, I would say my most favorite so far would be Bamboozled. I really like Bamboozled, level 3. My least favorite level is level 1. Is the first level. Because I don't like the ice physics. I am really not a fan of ice physics at all. So that's, I think, my most and least favorite levels so far. Damn it, I died again. Yeah, those are certainly my... Yeah, those are the most and least favorite so far. Whoop. Jump over here, jump over here, jump over here, jump over here. Cool. So there's the checkpoint right there. Oh. Made it. This game is essentially copying everything the 3 games did in terms of environments. I do agree. This level feels a tad bit more different, but it feels like it's got the Great Wall of China vibe, similar to like all of Pura's levels from Crash 3. My favorites are Bamboozled, and so I agree. Compactor Reactor and Jungle Rumble. Compactor Reactor was good. I just haven't done the death path yet. So I do need to get that yellow gem. But I'm looking forward to it. Oh, I like how the additional life box actually has Coco's face on it. That's actually kind of cool. This level could feel like a Crash 3 level. I do agree. Though I would rather play this level as Crash rather than as Coco. Just because her movement is different enough to where I'm not a fan of like this kicking attack. There we go. Wizards and Lizards, Crash 1. Yes, 100%. I do agree. Wizards and Lizards could have been a Crash 1 level. Okay, this is different. I like the shift in like, not perception, but like the shift in camera. Arctic Antics, Compactor Reactor, Jungle Rumble, Crash 2, Tornado Alley, 100%, and Seashell Shenanigans are definitely like Crash 3 levels because of the, like, you know, airplanes don't get introduced until like, you know, or the plane doesn't get introduced until like Crash 3 anyway, so 100% agree. Tornado Alley is a very, very short level, and I don't like that. So there's that as well. I think it's too simple, and it feels like a non-level. But my hate for ice levels is so much higher that I'm willing to forgive Tornado Alley for its misgivings in that sense. I'm not saying this done. Yeah, and the fact that it's copying isn't a bad thing. It's just it knows what's successful and it tries to use it. And I agree. Okay, so here's the death path. So I'll have to return here anyways. So I agree that like it's not a bad thing that it's copying. It's just that copying is not copying necessarily, but like is a good form of flattery in and of itself. So I do think that like they did good by at least trying to copy it to some extent. What the heck is that? Oh crap, okay. How am I gonna do this? Just jump over? Okay. I did it. Oh, and Bamboozled, brand new. I like what they did with Bamboozled. Earlier on in the stream, something that I was talking about was how much I liked that they not only... So, a lot of this game is basically more Crash 3. But the fact that they not only took Crash 3, but did something more with it by creating something like Bamboozled, I really liked. And that's kind of why I really like Bamboozled in that sense, is because they did something unique with it. That they did something different. So I'm very much a fan of, hey, if you want to try something new, give it a shot. If it works out, brilliant. If it doesn't, you can tweak things in a from a gameplay perspective. And that might be because I'm kind of forgiving in that sense. A lot of people usually would not be. So I do very much like what they did there. Oh, damn. Still, though, I'm not a fan of the nitro crate thing. Crash, you had my favorite environments of the first 3, so levels in this game are usually at the top for me, compared to Reactor and Jungle Rumble in particular. I actually have an interesting point regarding Jungle Rumble. So you remember the vehicle that you use at the end? I never understood how that worked until I died a couple of times and realized, oh, if you hold X, you can actually keep you can actually go faster. And I was like sitting there thinking to myself, what am I doing wrong here? Oh, that creates the nitro crates. Damn, okay. I'll just kill myself and then move on. And try that again. So don't hit the exclamation mark. Instead, I'm just going to jump over. You have to hold X to get away. Yes. And it took me like a couple of goes before I realized, oh, that's the case. No, damn it. I hit it again. But anyway. Yeah, that was annoying, but I suppose now that I think about it, it's not necessarily bad design to not explain something, because the original Crash trilogy did exactly that. They didn't explain it, instead you just kind of had to just do it. This level's really good, not favorite due to Coco's controls. I feel like if they just made Coco like Crash, I wouldn't have an issue at all. The same can be said about Tsunami later on. I'm looking forward to that level, because I know I watched actually I should rewatch it at some point. What's it called? Square Hijack's every level ranked. I need to rewatch that. Reason being is that I actually want to look at how I view these levels against how he does, because he did say good things about Tsunami, so I am actually curious to see like whether or not I'll like it as well. Oh. Yeah, I definitely what I'll probably want to do first is finish the game, play through the levels, and then go back to Square Hijack's review, because I am interested to see how different my opinion is compared to his, because I feel like we could have a difference of opinion, especially when he likes ice levels and I despise ice levels due to the inherent difference in ice physics and things like that. His original review is like really old, like I think 8 years ago now as of this point, something like that. Yeah, it's quite old. All right, here we go. So, oh damn, I went way too far right because I forgot. I don't need to jump on the crates because basically Coco has that kicking attack. So I could just kick the boxes, but I went too far to the right and ended up kicking into the I don't know how. I ended up kicking into the TNT crate that was right in front of me. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Cool, I managed to dodge the nitro crates, which is good. Is Coco able to use Crash's power-ups? I'm curious about that. Wah! I don't know what the heck just happened. I tried to jump and it did not jump. That was just poor controls on my part. But yeah, once I've gotten used to it, I think running the level faster isn't going to be that much of an issue. Oh, cool. Did not touch the nitro crate, so that's a win for me. Damn. My top 5 levels when they appear are Compactor Reactor, H2 Ono, Weathering Heights, Crash and Burn, Cortex, Vortex. So far, of all of these, I've only seen compactor reactor so far. So I can't wait to, like, you know, see the rest of them. Whoop. Jump. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Druid Void is the most underrated, most overrated, the Gauntlet. Is it because, so the Gauntlet is what... No, actually, let me double check that. It's nighttime you play as Coco, and the Gauntlet is when you play as Crash. Or do I have it the other way around? The Gauntlet, and then, yeah, night time. Yeah. Something like that. Two, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Attack. Attack. Cool. And then jump off. Oh, no, it's too far to the left. Correct the first time. Yeah, okay, cool. I figured that was the case because, again, like, I just remember that every level ranked and I was like, it's the exact same level, it's just different characters. The Gauntlet is a good level, but people rave on about it and I don't get it. I think it's because too many people rave on about it that when you eventually get to that point, you're just kind of like, I get that it's good, but I don't know why it's that good type of mentality that people will have, like myself. If I look at something that's incredibly overrated, I'll end up hating it because I just don't like it as much as other people do. I don't know if you feel the same way, but yeah. Like, if some people like something too much... Oh, damn. Okay, that's annoying. So, I thought if I could hit the bouncy metal crate, that it would... If I hold X, it'll just allow me to jump. But it didn't. And because the TNT crate is about to explode, I'm like panicking, oh crap. I should probably do something. Second worst, Smokey and the Bandicoot The worst are Smokey and the Bandicoot, Medieval Mayhem, Ghost Town, Ice Station Bandicoot, and Force of Nature. Every time I hear the words Force of Nature, I think of that level, but I've lately been playing some Magic the Gathering, and I got the SpongeBob cards, and so I think of Force of Will, which is a very, very good card in Magic the Gathering. And just because it shares a very similar name to Force of Nature, I can't help but like think of both things at the same time. But yeah, Ice Station Bandicoot looks like a very, very slow version of Rings of Power and whatever that other... No, Rings of Power I think was a fairly unique level in the sense that you had to go through a bunch of rings on a flying mechanism. I sound like an old person trying to explain what a plane is. Force of Nature is my #1 worst Crash level of all time. Absolute garbage, poorly made, gives me vertigo and literal headache. And the thing is that games aren't supposed to give you vertigo and an actual headache. Cool. By taking my time, I actually made it to the top now. Cool. Whoop. Whoop. Made it. I just saw only that little bit of Force of Nature from... What's his face? Square Eye Jack's... Like when he was talking about it, it is every level ranked. So I'm interested in seeing what my thoughts are going to be when I'm going to be playing it. I'm not kidding. You're going towards the screen and it's making me see... One thing I've noticed with... It's funny you mentioned that. That like you're going towards the screen and it makes... Like it feels like things are moving closer. There's some slight blurriness in this game. Maybe I'm imagining things. But is it just me or when you're moving towards the screen, things that are slightly at the back... They kind of go out of focus a little and seem a bit blurry. Am I insane in thinking that? That things seem blurry in the background. Because I feel like I kind of am to some extent. Things moving closer outside the game. Oh, okay, that's a very different thing then. Also, I don't know if you've noticed. Oh, stuff off your vision temporarily. Ooh, that's rough. Nah, man. Okay, that's not good. That is definitely not a good thing. Oh, yikes. Oh, speaking of which, I don't know if you've noticed, Ron, but I'm also going through each of the levels, and as I'm doing them, I'm also getting the what's it called? Like the death route gems as well. And I didn't realize that like there were 3 levels that had like death paths in the first warp room by itself. You think if there was a problem, it would affect me with the boulder from 1 to 3. It didn't. No, I think it's just poor design. Honestly, I think more than because 100%. If it were a problem, then the boulder level would 100% be one of those things as well. Yeah, like I agree. Actually, no. You know what? I'll save first because I'm going to try and do the death path. Because I don't want to lose too many lives. Also, how does the stream look? Like, I know that this, it's capturing in like, yeah, some death paths, lol. And the color gems required, you haven't, so I've already done like level 1 and level 4. The one for level 5 though, compactor reactor, I still need to get the yellow gem for that one. Yeah, gold gem, yeah. Oh, I thought it was yellow, it was gold. But yeah, so I'm gonna try for this one. Unless, do I need a different color gem for this one? Or is it just, I just need to reach that point without dying? Oh yeah, that's fair. No, hey, as long as it looks good, I'm happy with that. Because, yeah, the sides are gonna be a little bit jank looking, but it should be fine. No, you win the gold gem from another level. Oh, no, I'm talking about the one for this level. What level am I doing again? I don't even know what this level is called. But basically, this level that I'm playing right now. Can't remember where you win it, though. Death route paths always award color gems. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I've already got 2 color gems so far. Just gotta... Just gotta keep going, I guess. I might do the relics later on. Because the thing is, I don't like speedrunning levels. But in a way, speedrunning levels in Crash show your mastery and control through a few different ways. This isn't like Crash 2 where you must do everything. Where you must do something unique to win a color gem. Interesting that Crash 2 is the only game to win you a color gem by way of a puzzle or technique, not involving a death route. I think with Crash 2 there was, I think Naughty Dog was still trying to get their bearings on what the Crash formula is. How do collectibles in this game work? And I think Crash 3 is like what that ultimately ended up being. Because keeping in mind that, like, you know, Crash 1 did not have colored gems. So I think that Crash 1 felt like the original game of a franchise. And then Crash 2 is adding more while trying to experiment. And I think Crash 3 is like the legacy of Crash that we now know and love today. Nope. Okay, I have to get the red gem. That's fine. I'll just head back to the warp room. Because I can't remember. Are there death routes or death paths in Crash 2? Because I don't believe so, right? Either that or I'm just misremembering things. Crash 1 colored gems were won from specific levels, but from getting all boxes and not dying, though in every level you couldn't die after hitting the first checkpoint. Yeah, because then that would count as a death from there. Alright, I'm going to do that sinking feeling now. Insane fixed that. No dying to win a gem. Done for a color gem level. Okay. Because I couldn't remember if that was the case or not. Oh, another plane level. Wait, what the heck? What is up with the controls? Do I need to like fly in the balloons, or am I like not firing anything? I'm just like hitting the balloons instead of firing at them. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna keep trying to do whatever. Crash 2, there were death routes, but what is funny is that none of them gave you a color gem except B having, which is a total puzzler secret. Huh. Well, the more you know. Well, how many hits does it take to take these things down? Okay, so 3 hits to take down one of those things. One of these boats. Well, what the heck didn't I not fire? Oh! Need to go forward a bit, then turn left. Oh. I got an extra life. I'm happy with that. I'm not doing too hot at the moment. Ah, I died. This level requires you to shoot all the ships in Cloud 9's defend the Puffy Palace, lock onto a target, then shoot. Okay. That's basically what I ended up having to do. But the thing is that I had already destroyed the majority of the crates, so I couldn't heal myself from the damage. And also it takes like 3 hits to destroy these things as well. So the basic idea that I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to try and destroy all but one of them. And then I'll destroy that last one after I'm comfortable that I've destroyed all of the crates. Wait, what the heck? Why'd I aim at that one? Alright, here we go. Three, 4. There's another one over there, so I've got half my health at the moment. So death routes were introduced in Crash 2, only awarding a standard gem. Crash 3 made so you can only get colored gems. The game is the same. Colored gems are obtained from a death route. Oh, this game is the same. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I just realized there's so many like health crates that it's actually kind of funny to see. Alright, cool. So this level is a lot easier than I thought I was giving it credit for initially. But yeah. I think we should be fine from here. Ooh, there's a volcano in the middle. Sweet. Hold on, let me just grab these 2 crates here. I think I've gotten all but one. This level is really not that good. Song is awesome though. Oh, I got the gem. All right, where's the last boat thing that I need to sink? There it is. Nope, not that one. Yeah. Nah, I do agree. The song is actually pretty good. How's the game audio versus like my mic audio? Like, does it sound alright? Because visually things can look good, but hey, if it ain't, it just ain't the same if it isn't like, you know, the audio mixing isn't right. So let me know if my voice is alright and it's not too loud, or that the game's not too loud. Where'd I put the TV remote? In every Crash game, colored gem paths never win a colored gem. Except one level only. Lights Out in Crash 1. You need the yellow gem to get all the boxes in Lights Out. Doing so unlocks purple. Can't hear the song at all. You'll have to change it in the options. Oh, okay. Because I don't want to make the game too loud. Alright, how about now? How does that sound? By default, the music is lower than the sound effects. I suppose the sound effects being lower makes sense to begin with, because they can get kind of disruptive. Perfect. Okay, cool. So as long as you can hear me, you can hear the game. That's good. Because when I'm like streaming or I'm recording something, like I won't even know how things sound. And sometimes it might be too loud or too little for people. Everyone's just really different in that sense. So the second boss of this game I haven't done before. The first one I have done on my Steam Deck. So this one's going to be a fun one to try and do. Yay, look at Crash. He's falling. Though I don't know what's up with the loading screens, though. Alright. Oh, we immediately start in the submarine. Okay. Alright, so I'm just kind of firing at will in the hopes that if something comes up, I would have destroyed it. I just can't get over the fact that Crash 2 is the only game where death routes never award a color gem, and color gems are won from beating the level in a certain way. Like I said, I reckon it's more just experimentation. It's gotta be, right? Second favorite in the game, okay. Oh yeah. I'm going to need to listen to a little bit more of the music to make my opinions known about the music. Oh, yeah. Gotta hate when those things come up. I might actually, you know what would be fun? Is if I did like a tier list of all of the levels. Like after I beat the game, I tier list all the Crash Wrath of Cortex levels. That'll be a fun one. That'll be a fun video to make. Not because of the submarine, just keep going with the level. Don't want to... I'm pretty sure I know where this is going, only because I watched the every level ranked video. Oh well, so much for that. I've always got to be tepid when I'm in this. Like, I just gotta take my time. Just gotta enjoy the ride in the submarine. Is it dropping it? Yeah, it dropped. Not much further to go. Cool. Alright, so the next part of the level, let's go. Because it's similar to like compactor reactor, where you start off in a very particular way, but then it turns into a more regular level after that. The last level in every warp room is my favorite, and that warp room except secret. No, that one is your least favorite one, man. Imagine if you stood by that, I would have been like, wait, what about the secret warp room? Oh, that force of nature, man. I think the level force of nature is in fact in and of itself a force of nature. Alright, what the heck do we have going on here? Okay, cool. Avoid the electricity, got it. Probably should have figured that one out already. I'm pretty sure there's got to be like a bonus somewhere here as well too. Alright, here we go. Walking down the path and boom, boom. Got it. Boop. Yeah, the machine room levels, I call them. The last level in every warp room. Fahrenheit with fire, weathering with air, and Cortex, vortex, and space. Yeah, no, that's fair. Machine room levels. Okay, that's a good way of putting them. Alright then, so just gonna completely avoid this guy because these scientist looking dudes, when it comes to them being in levels, I feel like their AI is just intentionally balked for some reason. What? Just like Crash 2. Yeah, no, I agree. It does look exactly like Crash 2 getting electrocuted by the water. Alright, now that I have an Aku Aku mask, I think I can maybe tank at least one hit. Hopefully I don't need it, but I'm pretty sure I will. Well, hold on. Top of my jump, body slam. Nope. Top of my jump, body. Ah. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. You need double jump for that. Can I not just jump off of... Wait, hold on. There's a double jump in this game? Wait, when do we get the double jump? One by beating the second boss. Damn it. That means I will have to replay this level. I suppose that's not the worst thing in the world. But then I'm going to have to replay some of the previous levels anyways, because those death paths require that I have a very specific color gem anyways. So I'm not going to get my... I'm not going to like be too worried about getting every box in that sense. Power-ups are exactly like Crash 1. Like Crash 3. But the thing is, they had this goddamn tiptoeing thing. This tiptoe power-up is the one thing that really... It's very different from anything we got in Crash 3, let's put it that way. The body slam is unlocked from a color gem path and Banzai Bonsai at the end. Okay. Wait, there's a power-up unlocked from a death path? That's interesting. Okay. Hold up. The electricity. Alright, I think I figured out how I'm going to get through the electricity anyways. Ah, damn it. I should just blew it up. This tunnel area is Crash 2 and the scientists. I think that they should have had scientists in like levels like Cortex, Cortex's lab in like Crash 1, for example. No, it's called the lab, isn't it? Yeah, the lab. Oh. I aimed my jump the wrong way. Alright. Cool. Almost there. There we go. Yeah, it blew it all up. Cool. I wanted to double check and make sure that that other one didn't turn to metal. And those types of crates are made use of more in this game than I've ever seen in Crash 3. The ones that randomize and then eventually just... Ooh, close, close. That turn to metal. Like, I really have not seen much of that in Crash 3 as a whole. So seeing that used a lot more, I do appreciate. Alright, we're almost there. Yeah, you may not agree, but this level is S tier to me. Love it. Ah. I'm just seeing where this is going. Oh, there's a bonus. I can use that as a checkpoint for now. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about the level at the moment, because I'm not like too jazzed up about it or anything. Ah, died. Okay, cool. So there's water down there, so I just need to jump off of that. Oh, okay. I like the music for the bonus though. Is it just me or does the music come in stark contrast? Okay, I need to double jump for that up there. Whoops. I have brain farts so often when it comes to the platforming that I'm just like, why would I make that mistake of all things? Not moving right, for example. I do still have my copy of Family Guy, the video game. I should... There's so many games I want to stream right now, but I can only stream so many different games. Ah! Moved right too much. Maybe we just like different things. That's true. I mean, like, when I look at beaches in games, for example, I say that's where I want to be, but I don't know if you agree about beaches in games and whether or not that's an additive or a deterrent in that sense. Like, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, having different opinions is basically like the best thing that we could be doing. Ah, damn, okay. Wuthering Heights is my favorite though. Level 20. We're still a ways out from hitting that level. Died. What? How did I not actually hit that? Instead, I touched the nitro crate on its side and it exploded. It does make me wonder, though. How can a crate exist touching a nitro crate? So we see like 3 nitro crates together, right? And we have 3 normal wooden crates on top of the nitro. How is it possible that those wooden crates are not setting off the nitro? But any living being touching a nitro will cause it to explode, including enemies, for example. So how can a wooden crate exist on a nitro crate and not cause it to explode? I just thought that was like an interesting question to pose, to ponder, if you will. And I just exploded myself. What? Alright, here we go. Whoop. Jump. Made it. Whoop, too much. Tiptoe across. Cool. Slam. $26 out of 43 odds, but mostly like nitro crates and stuff, yeah. That makes sense. The only crates I didn't manage to get were the ones that were double jumpy crates. Actually, come to think of it, Tron, have you ever considered wanting to play, or wanting to try and play, Crash of the Titans or Mind Over Mutants? Because I don't think you'll like them. Like, I think you will not like those games, but I wonder if you've ever thought of just wanting to just try them out. I just think of it as like an interesting idea to try games that you don't like, and maybe you might come around to it, or you might just not like it and nothing has changed. I'm pretty sure they must be like, because they're available on PS2. Like, I think eBay might be the easiest way to go, right? Not not eBay, Trade Me. Trade Me might be the easiest way to go, I think. Yeah, three boxes. PS2 versions on Trade Me. Let me have a quick look-see. I'm just gonna save real quick before the boss fight. Here we go. Let's see, Crash of the Titans. Oh, it's going for 30. No, that's a PSP version for 30 bucks. PS2 version is going for 50 bucks, it looks like. Yeah, 50 bucks. Crash of the Titans. I guess that, yeah, that's a bit high. But the PSP version is going for like 30 bucks for some reason. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know, man. Retro gaming has just been hijacked by like resellers. People like selling games for hundreds of dollars. I actually got a copy of what's it called? Silent Hill Downpour. It's sitting behind me here. And I paid like 120 bucks for that on Trade Me, because the other listing for Trade Me was I think 180 bucks for PS3, for a PS3 game of all things. This feels like the Entropy boss fight. Whoop. Yep. I got hit. Okay, it is like the Entropy boss fight, because it feels like it, just based on like how the platforms are set up and everything. That's what it feels like, but that might not necessarily be the case. Yeah, I tried too much to race ahead. I'll just have to wait on the second spot here. Cool. Well, I slipped off the side. I need to commit to my jumps. That's the one thing that I've been trying to tell myself, is I gotta commit to the jump. Yeah. Should have waited. Should have waited. The boss interactions with Crash suck in this game. I 100% agree. I don't like the little clips of like characters talking, and Crunch doesn't do that good of a job either. In fact, how did Crunch even come to be? What? I don't know, I was being tepid there. I was like waiting, thinking to myself, well, how am I going to jump? How am I going to move? That sort of thing. That's just me thinking way too hard. What? Oh, I should have jumped and then waited for the thing to go over me. Okay, so second platform, wait for the thing, jump, and then attack. First platform, second platform. Maybe I should have waited a second. Hold on. Let's try this again. Second platform. Boom. Attack. First platform. Wait for the attack. Second platform. Third. Oh. See, if I wait for the second platform for too long, I could see myself getting... Can I drown? I'm pretty sure I can. Oh, what? So it's going over me, the green ones. Damn. What? I thought I jumped over it. Yeah. Okay, so I can drown. Alright. Got him. Alright. So what's the pattern here? Is it the same? Okay. Okay, that one was a tad bit easier. Gotcha. What? He can hit me from there? Oh, don't worry. I will be playing both of these games. You know I've got him, man. What I'll do is I'll exit out of the warp room, reload the game, because I'll have more lives that way. Because I've already lost like almost half of my lives from just trying to do this one boss. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be playing Spyro 4 and 5 technically. I figured I would just start off with something like this. Because I do want to have like a stream game. A game that I play specifically when I'm streaming. And that's basically the idea behind me playing this game here. Wait, how long have I been streaming for?
Ah, get over here, you little orange sponge!
Almost 3 hours, okay. Loading. I do the loading though, that's crazy how like how there's like loading screens in between levels and stuff. Ah, whoops. I totally forgot. I had a rhythm to everything and then I just forgot the rhythm. So jump onto the first, wait for the thing, wait for the green cloud, and then jump. Jump over the third attack. Cool. Ah, how did I get hit? Ah, whatever. Jump over the attack. Here we go. Then he's gonna do 3 attacks. 1 attack, 2 attack, 3 attack. Ah, my jump wasn't far enough. Alright. Just 1 attack this time. 1 attack. Ah, jump too soon. One attack. What? Alright, let's try that again. 1 attack. Oh, I jumped too soon. Like, I could feel like I jumped too soon. One attack, 2 attack, 3 attack, boom. 1 attack. Whoa. One attack. Ooh. I thought I jumped too soon there. I jumped too late, I think. No, jump too late? Jump too early? Oh, I don't actually know. Not too early, that one. What? How? How did that hit me? I feel like I was at the top of my jump there. Or close to. Is it because the platform goes into the water? Oh. I feel like I've just psyched myself out of my own rhythm here. Green, duck, blue, jump. Can we duck? Like, is there an actual duck button? Oh, there is a duck. Circle or R1. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. I never think of ducking. I always think of that as like whenever I want to use the slide. Whoa. Alright. Jump over the first one. Duck under the second one. Ah! I think in my mind, I actually am looking at the platforms completely wrong. Because I thought that the platforms were going to drown you, but I realized they won't. So there's no point in like rushing it. Oh, my left stick. Oh, what the heck happened there? For some reason, it felt like my left stick malfunctioned for a second. I was like, what? Oh, jumped too early. They do fall, but not as fast as you would think. I feel it feels fast because you're focusing on the attacks that are coming at you. What? They're not attack. Oh. Well, yeah, that was not gonna work. Alright, let's try this again. Got him, okay. Oh, damn it. I like realized my mistake part way through. Alright, here we go. Flat attack. Top attack. Got him. Alrighty then. Flat. Oh. Maybe I just have really poor depth perception. Because I've never... I think with this game, I've always liked it when it's been more sort of side-scrollery, rather than moving forwards and backwards a lot. I don't really know. Maybe like I'll see, because I wasn't going to go for more than 4 hours. I've already been going for about 3, so maybe for like another half an hour, maybe. because it's gonna be dinner time and stuff. So maybe another half hour, I think, is how long I'll be going for.
Giving up? At last the world is ours.
Yeah, I'll probably just be going for another half hour at most. But I gotta reload my not reload. What was I saying? I need to upload my stream anyways from Twitch because I'm completely missing the first hour of this stream. Completely missing? Yeah, completely missing the first hour because I forgot to hit the go live button. Drain damage. Not sure if I'm a fan of the name. I know I like my bad jokes as much as the next guy, but drain damage coming from brain damage and because it's all water? Yeah. Sure, I guess. Yeah. Okay, that's one. Whoop. Nah, I jumped way too early because, like, I need to be close to the edge of the platform to hit the next one. Cool. And wait for this one to pass and then jump. Ah. What's sad is CNK was Clancy Brown's last game as Cortex. They were payment disputes, sadly, and thus he was replaced with Lex Liang in Twinsanity, who voiced him ever since. He's fine, but not as good. That's very unfortunate. A lot of things in the world really just aren't fair, and so yeah, it kind of sucks that that's what ended up happening. I feel like this sort of stuff happens a lot more than we realize, but that's only because it's never like reported on or talked about in the public sphere. Got him. Okay. Well, how did I fall? I was like thinking, how did I fall? And I'm like, oh, I slipped off the edge because of course I did. These platforms are very deliberately designed to be that you need to land in the middle of them. Otherwise, you will slide off. So I don't know if I appreciate the deliberate design or just despise it, because it would have been nice if the edges weren't like kind of slightly sawed off in that sense. Oh, I don't know. I tried to move forward. He voiced Cortex in 6 games. He was voiced by Brendan O'Brien in the first game, who pretty much voiced everyone in that game. Well, he voiced everyone in that game? Oh. That's okay. That's why my left stick was playing up. I was hitting L2 and I wasn't even noticing. So as a result, I was like tiptoeing a little bit, and I was like, "Oh, that's why I was completely getting psyched out of my movement." So now I'm being mindful that I'm not hitting the L2 on my with my left hand. been a long day. Though I suppose that's probably for the better. Ah, damn it. I should just jumped ahead. But I don't know why I didn't. Whoop. Wait, when was Nina Cortex introduced to the Crash franchise then? Because she wasn't there originally. Was she? No, she wasn't introduced with Crash Tag Team Racing. What was the first game that she appeared in? Huh. Twinsanity? Oh, okay. What? So, okay, so she first appears in Twin... Okay, that makes a bit of sense there. So, interesting. Oh, well. Because, like, for me, a character like Crunch just doesn't make any sense. But maybe I'm just imagining things, because, like, he is a good guy in most games that he appears in. Except for, like, say, in Crash Bandicoot 2, Entranced, and, of course, this game here. Maybe I should have actually sat down and watched the cutscenes to actually understand why he wants to go after Crash. Because then he seems like otherwise like just another member of the crew in a way. Also, when you come close to losing all your lives in like the original Crash trilogy, you'd at least be able to tank a hit or two with an Aku Aku mask. This game doesn't give you that, which I thought was interesting as well. So that's another slight difference between the games. And then jump again. Oh, here we go. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't... Oh, I should have crouched. Because the thing is, me standing hasn't really been that much of an issue till that point. Oh. I don't know why I waited until he attacked. I should have jumped after, like waited at least another second. I jumped the same time he attacked. That happened again. There we go. Oh, that's right, because, okay, so that's why I got hit by the green cloud before. Because the platform was sinking into the ground. I didn't actually notice that. Yep. Oh, that was an accident. I'm really not thinking all that much as I'm as I'm playing. Maybe I have been streaming for a bit too long. Oop. What? Oop, got it. Cool. Jump on this one. Jump over. Wait for it to go over. Another one. There we go, got him. Sweet. Finally got the double jump, and it only took me forever to beat him too. The question is, do I want to do one more level before I finish streaming? Because I still need to record a few videos for tomorrow and the day after and the day after, so... Yeah, what I'll probably do is I'll just, end the stream here. I'll save the game, end the stream.
You are making a mockery of me in front of my minions. Not only
Yeah, I'll just ignore Cortex for a moment. Yeah. I think, yeah, well, I mean, we're decent chunk of the way through. First 10 levels done and 2 bosses beat. So, yeah, I'll just end the stream there. And then I'll continue on next week, basically. Is what I'm thinking of doing. So, yeah, I'm just not going to touch the game. And we'll just continue next week onwards. So, yeah. That was fun. Because I've actually now passed the point that I had actually reached before. Which was, what? Just the first 5 levels? So yeah. This was a good time. And yeah, I'm going to be ending the stream there. And yeah. We'll see you next week, I guess.